this sounds like common sense, but we're going to double check that our parking brake is off. I cannot tell you how many people leave that parking brake on.
Buckle up for safety.
People ask me, why do we have to come back down the same way we came up? Well, we could have gone off that hillside there, off the cliff face. It is a little bit more steep. And I like to have a survival rate of about at least 65%.
Sure, Emmanuel.
We do have to come back down the way we came. And the reason for that is
I know, but
Bill Clinton actually signed the No New Roads Act in the 90s, which made it so that we couldn't add any new roads, and we couldn't add onto any existing roads in our national forest. That's
show
what we have.
indicator.
Yeah, we're in 1 now.
1. All right, go faster. Just bump it to the right.
Speaking of our national forests, a lot of people wonder what the difference is between national forests and national parks. National parks are basically set up to act as areas of conservation for areas of natural wonder, so unique natural areas like Yellowstone, Yosemite, things that really Roosevelt thought that really should be conserved for future generations. So national parks are managed by the Department of the Interior as well as the Bureau of Land Management. Not really a lot of logging or anything like that goes on. It's basically like a wall. No one is allowed to interact with sort of the timber or anything like that. They're conservation areas. A little bit of thinning, there's some burning that goes on to manage the fire hazards, but that's about it. National forests, on the other hand, are these huge areas of sort of virgin forest. But there is logging that goes on around here. People are a little shocked, but yes, the Forest Service does actually sell plots of land off in the national forest to commercial loggers. And there is a management plan on here, so it's super well managed. They don't just log willy-nilly all over the place. It's a long-term management scheme for logging out here. Alaskans, a lot of people make their living off of the timber, so it is very important to them that they have access to the land like this. The national forests are managed by the U.S. Department of Agriculture via the Forestry Service. Another sort of interesting part, I guess you would say, that we have out here is Misty Fjords. And if you guys were looking at your tour that you could have visited today, Misty Fjords was definitely among them. We have lots of sightseeing tours that go out there. Now, Misty Fjords is this beautiful area that was carved out just to our south. It's actually sort of southeast. The Misty Fjords is this beautiful area that was carved out by the glacier. These huge glacial rock walls, granite rock walls, which is a stunning area. But the reason that Misty Fjords is not a national park or a national forest is because national forest, the title, takes a very long time to be given. It has to be approved by Congress. And as we know, the U.S. political system can take a very long time getting around to making any sorts of decisions. National monuments only have to be approved by the president. Misty Fjords was made a national monument by a presidential decree.
Which president?
I'm actually not sure. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. I think it was in the
Glacier.
80s or 90s, so it could be
Right?
Clinton.
You don't know the answer? Glacier?
Yeah, that's right.
We're about to come into our next driver's swap. If you'd like to swap drivers, this is our last driver's switch before the end of our logging route.
Last chance, Todd.
Yep, I'm good.
If you're good to go, stick your thumb out of the window. Let me know that you're good to go so I don't have to check in on you guys, and we can keep making our way down the hill.
Dorcas, look at me. Yep, leave it. Look at me.